Reading chapter 2, verse 10. Tamuvacha Rishikesha Prahasanniva Bharata Senayorubhayor Madhye Vishidantam Idam Vachaha. O descendant of Bharata, at that time Krishna, smiling in the midst of both armies, spoke the following words to the grief-stricken Arjuna. Purport. The talk was going on between intimate friends, namely the Rishikesha and Gudakesha. As friends, both of them were on the same level, but one of them voluntarily became a student of the other. Krishna was smiling because a friend had chosen to become a disciple. As Lord of all, he is always in a superior position as the master of everyone. And yet the Lord agrees to be a friend, a son, or a lover for a devotee who wants him in such a role. But when he was accepted as a master, he at once assumed the role and talked with the disciple like the master with gravity, as it is required. It appears that the talk between the master and the disciple was openly exchanged in the presence of both armies, so that all were benefited. So the talks of Bhagavad Gita are not for any particular person, society, or community, but they are for all, and friends or enemies are equally entitled to hear them. Enemies are also entitled to hear them. So this is actually nice. Krishna was smiling. So we should always remember the smile of Krishna. Actually, in Bhagavatam, whenever there's description of Lord, either Vishnu, Krishna, actually the most striking thing is Lord is always smiling. Lord is smiling, and it is this smile which is what attracts devotees. If we get attracted to this smile, then we will move away from the attraction of this material world. So, and the second point here is about talked with the disciple like a master with gravity, as it is required. It is required that a spiritual master be grave with the disciple. So the relationship between guru and disciple is very important. Actually, we don't talk much about this in ISKCON. Actually, the disciple, so Bhagavatam, many places Prabhupada has written about this, saying that it is friendly but based on respect. So it's both friendly and respect, because if it is only, see, and this also is somewhat like the mood, like if it is only respect, then like that relationship doesn't go beyond a certain level. So Prabhupada says that it has to be friendly, but there is also respect. So we can't be very casual with the guru, right? And of course, disciple is not supposed to correct the guru. Many times, like devotees seem to be advising, like guru will like his behavior will be like he's one of us. He will talk like us, right? Like generally, okay, what about this, what about that? Generally he might talk very like unassumingly, right? Like we will forget his position, because guru doesn't carry his weight around like that, right? But when we are dealing with guru directly through email or even face-to-face interaction, etc., we should be very we should remember that we are actually in the receiving end, though the guru might speak in such a way that it might look so friendly that we might just because the pure Vaishnavas are like that, right? When they interact, actually you will feel happy, you will feel comfortable, and you will just get one might just get carried away and converse very casually, which should be avoided. There is no casual conversation. Everything Guru says is will have a lot of weightage, gravity. So we should look at it that way, right? We should accept it that way, with gravity. So sometimes different spiritual masters have different ways of communicating. Like I was reading Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur never used to say like do this. Okay, so he used to say maybe we could look at this, right? That if he says maybe we could look at this, means that we should do it. So there is a style of communication. Actually, for me, like my Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Vikas Maharaj also is like this. He will not say that you have to do. He will say maybe we can look at Kannada preaching. That means that we should do Kannada preaching. That's what it means, right? So then we should also understand the mood of the spiritual master, how he gives, how he speaks, how his instructions have to be considered, what is instruction, what is recommendation. So a lot of things, right? So this relationship is very, very important, because this is the basis for our progress. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado yasya prasadam nagati kutopi. If you don't understand this relationship with the Guru, then we will not make any progress. And it's very important, irrespective of how many disciples our Guru has. It's very important that we somehow maintain contact with Guru. It's not like we just initiated and then over. We are on our own, and no connection with Guru. No, we should have. Right. So it's very important. And also talks also grave relationship is very, very critical for our spiritual progress. Okay. Yeah. So anybody wants to say anything on this verse? Okay. Okay. Anybody wants to read this 2.11?
In the last verse, am I audible? Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the last verse, when the surrender happens, right? Like, does Krishna starts acting like a master, like he owns the devotee's life? What is the understanding?
No, as in that first chapter we read, Krishna controls the senses of the devotees to the extent of their surrender. In terms of, see, Krishna never thinks that he owns us. As in, it's not his way of loving. His way of loving is that, if the devotee wants, so if the devotee wants Lord to be like that, he will reciprocate in that way. He doesn't have any fixed way of dealing with devotees, right? But there are certain common things that Krishna says, right? Like, I take care of my devotees. Now, how do I take care? That depends on the mood, on the relation, right? But Krishna takes care of his devotees. Krishna cares for his devotees. These are common, irrespective of what rasa is being exchanged. Okay, but there is no sense of like that master owner, like I own, he's my disciple. Not that upper handedness kind of thing is not there in Krishna. Very first thing is a friend, irrespective of what relationship we are in, right? Even though we might be in dasya, still he's a friend. He doesn't look at himself as a master, even though we want him to be. We want somebody in dasya wants Krishna to be master. He will be master, but he'll be a friendly master.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So all relationships with Krishna is, first thing, he's a friend. Suhridam sarva bhutanam. Right. And then on top of that, based on the type of relationship the devotee aspires, there is reciprocation.
Yeah. So should we, I mean, what I was planning to ask was that should our mood be that we should allow Krishna to be master of our situation, or is it like even that should be left to Krishna? That
No. That is surrender. Surrender means that I give up my situation. Krishna, I surrender to you. I depend on you. Okay. Because you are my master.
Yeah.
Right. That is voluntary. That has to happen from the jiva's side.
Yeah.
Now, of course, see, there are some, okay, so there are different types of devotees, right? Like materialists, they don't want to give up anything, right? They want Krishna to be order supplier, right? Then there are devotees who are, practicing. First thing is we have to surrender our free will to Krishna, saying that, I don't want my free will, because my free will just kills everything and just takes me away from me. So I surrender to you. You are my master, right? So you please take control of me. right? And do make me dance like as you will, right? Then, of course, the pure devotees, they want to control Krishna, right? Like with pure love, right? Yashodama is controlling Krishna. They want to, as in they control Krishna, not like want as in terms of negative, right? They just control Krishna because they are in that state of pure love that they don't even think about the Lord as supreme. So they don't think about Lord taking care of them. They think that they are required to take care of the Lord,
Yeah.
right? So that is the highest platform, which is only available in Goloka. This bhava is not there in Vaikuntha, right? In Vaikuntha, everybody knows that Vishnu is the supreme. Vishnu is the boss. Like, I mean, he takes care. We are the objects of. He is the object of surrender. We surrender to him, right? And he takes care of us. That mood is there. But in Goloka, that mood is not there. It's the reverse.
Yeah.
Okay.